Hello everyone, I'm Rameesha Hasnain, and in this video we'll be talking about some main points that are helping me get through my 10th boards. Yes, I have not yet given my 10th board exams. I'll be giving them this year and my midterms are just around the corner. So I decided to share my plan with you guys. I know how 10th can be. 10th is puts so much pressure on you because your parents are like, it's your boards, you're grown up, you need to study, you need to realize boards are hard. I'm like, relatives are like that, yeah. It's their job to tell you. But you don't need to listen to them. Do not put too much pressure on yourself. Do not get scared. I've seen people have anxiety attacks from just listening to people say that it's boards are really like this, like that, whatever. But it's just exams. Boards are like each and every other exam you have given in your previous classes. Yeah, you need to take boards lightly, but not too lightly, okay? Don't relax too much. So I'll be sharing some points that are really helping me in my 10th boards. The first point is you need to plan everything, how you're going to cover your syllabus, from when you're going to do it, from everything. Okay? Every single thing. You need to write down the date of your examination. You need to write down all your syllabus. You need to be like, on this day I will complete this thing, and on this day I'll complete this thing. So what I do is that every day I read I finish a chapter of my language, my third language, and yeah, my languages, and I solve maths. Yeah, I think maths is a subject in which you mainly need to solve. Like, most part of it is solving. So I solve maths daily, and on alternate days I study science. Then on every weekend I study social studies. According to me, social studies are pretty easy. I don't know. History is practically a story and it's really interesting. Civics can be a bit boring, but social is overall a good subject for me, so I study it on weekends. The second point is you need to tackle your weak points. Many students, what they do is they see this, that if they think the chapter is really hard, they'll skip that chapter and go on to do the easy chapter. No, you should not do that. Yes, you should do the easy chapters first, but you also need to do that tough chapter. You need to do that because that chapter is going to get you that marks, because the hardest chapter is mainly from where the questions mostly come from. So you need to do that hard chapter. Okay? You need to prioritize that hard chapter actually. Yes, you need to learn everything and anything you can. If you are taking coaching or you're going tuition somewhere, then you need to focus on this chapter. When your teacher teaches this chapter, the chapter that you think is really tough, focus, concentrate, do not let your mind wander off. And after you get the overall hang of this tough chapter, you need to solve as many questions as you can. Doesn't matter if it's language, you need to solve questions. If it's language, you need to translate it. You need to learn question answers. Do anything you can. You should do anything and everything you can to ace that chapter. Also, the third point is you should take part in daily practice papers. You should solve DPTs, daily practice papers. You can just search them up online, or if your teachers are giving you those DPTs, do not ignore them. Do not just be like, it's just another DPT. We'll do it sometime later. No, don't do it sometime later. Do it right after you finish that chapter. You finish the chapter, you solve the DPT of that chapter. Right there. Okay? also, the fourth point is that whatever you are doing, whatever, how much time you're studying for, it doesn't matter. Someone out there is studying harder than you. Someone out there is studying more efficiently than you, more effectively than you. You need to keep that in mind. You need to keep that in mind. Your target shouldn't be just like, okay, I need to pass my exams. No, you need to ace your exams. You need to top your exams, okay? I know, don't be obnoxious, topper, the kind of kid who's like teacher's pet. No, don't be like that. And those kids are not usually the toppers. That's just a misconception. I actually topped in my 9th class, and I am so not a teacher's pet. Yeah, actually the teachers, I never complete my homework in time, which you should never do. You shouldn't follow. Don't follow that one, okay? You should do your work in time. It's just too much work can overwhelm me, and I don't do work. But I am doing it right now. Don't follow this example. Always do your work in time. Okay. And the fifth thing is dedication. You need to dedicate yourself in whatever you're doing. If you start studying, you should study. You need to dedicate your whole time into that. You shouldn't be like studying, and then you think of that one novel you read the last night, and you'll be like, "Ooh, what'll happen next?" No, don't do that. You need to, if you start studying, put all your focus, all your attention on studying. Okay? Don't just study for 5 minutes and start scrolling Instagram, TikTok. No, you need to study. If you started studying, that should be your goal. That is what you need to see in your entire time you have dedicated yourself to. Like, I think that Pomodoros are really useful for me. Yes, Pomodoros are really, really useful. You can adjust those according to your need. If you can focus for 1 hour, you can make it 1 hour. If your focus is not for that long, you can make it for a lesser time. But keep taking breaks. Yes, the thing is, people are working hard then, but do not burn yourself out. You need to give yourself breaks. The only way you can study efficiently, the only way you're gonna study more effectively is when you give yourself breaks. You don't let yourself burn out. No. More will sink in if you give yourself breaks, if you give yourself rest. Also, yes, Pomodoros are really useful, but they can be misused. So, you're not doing this studying for someone else. No, you're not doing this to show some other people that you are doing for that. You are doing it to ace your exams, but you're doing it for yourself, mainly for yourself, and you cannot lie to yourself. You mustn't lie to yourself. Okay? If you are fully satisfied with studies, that is the day you have accomplished something. Okay? And some days when you don't feel like you have studied enough, but you're like sitting there convincing yourself, yeah, I've studied enough. No, that is the day you have not studied enough, because you cannot lie to yourself, and you know it. You know you have not studied enough. That means you have not studied enough. You need to study. You cannot lie to yourself. So please don't misuse your time. You have really less time left. This is the time. This is like September right now, and midterms and boards are just coming up. So there's very little time left, and you need to make as much useful as much as you can. Okay? You need to make the most of that time. You need to study as many times, many hours, many days, many subjects as you can, but you need to take break. You need to keep your mind and your body attentive. You shouldn't just be like study, which I think most brown people do. They just keep on studying. They do not care for the body or mind. No, you need to put all three in a perfect balance. the world, your mind, and your body. That is the only way you're gonna ace your life. Okay? Also, I think many people do this that they're afraid to ask other doubts in a class. They're like, people will laugh at me. Oh no, people will laugh at me. They'll think I'm dumb. Nobody will be laughing at you when you ace your exam. Nobody will be laughing at you when you get that degree, okay? Nobody's gonna laugh at you then. Just keep that in mind and ask your doubts. Don't be scared. If people laugh now, they will be the ones who won't be acing their exams because they're the ones who don't have the courage to ask out the doubts. You need to ask your doubts. You need to get that clarified. Also, I think the last point is that you need to make cheat sheets and formula sheets. It's really important. It's really important. I don't know many people around me who do this. Like, none of the people around me do this. They don't make formula sheets or cheat sheets. But I think it can be really helpful. Like, just the day before exam, you need to just flip to the pages, get everything revised. It is really and extremely useful. So I think that is all I had to give you for your boards. If you think this is useful, please don't just watch this video and be like, okay, I'm gonna do this, yeah, I'll start it tomorrow. No, don't start it tomorrow. Today is your day. You need to start it today. If you don't start it today, you'll never be able to do it. You need to put these points into effect as fast as you can. Get up out of the bed in the morning. Also, I think the time you can study efficiently, you need to figure out. Most people haven't figured this out. I know most people who are like, they don't know when they can study efficiently. They just study all day long. No. For me, I'm an early morning bird, so I wake up in the morning at like 4 to 5 a.m. and I studied since then to when I feel like studying. That is actually on weekends. But then when it's school day, when I have to go to school, then I wake up at 5 or 4 a.m. and then I study till when my school starts. And then I go to school, and when I come back, I don't feel like studying. If you don't feel like studying, give yourself a break. Okay, you need to keep yourself in your mind too. You need to focus on yourself too. Also, eating healthy and drinking healthy also helps in your better in like improving your mood and your focus. I think I have actually observed this, that if you eat healthy and if you drink healthy, if you stop drinking those soft drinks, if you stop eating those burgers, those pizzas, those momos, then I think that will help you focus more. That'll help you be more attentive. That'll help you improve your mood, and you'll want to study more. I've actually observed this with myself. So I think those were all the points I had to share with you guys, and please do like and subscribe to the channel, and do not forget to put those points into effect as fast as you can. That'll be all for today. Goodbye and take care, and I hope you'll ace your exams.